you're never going to love yourself enough to recover. It doesn't automatically happen just because you love yourself enough. You recover through doing the work. You don't even have to like yourself. If you did the work, you'd get recovery. You would rewire your body, your brain, and at least you may not love your body anymore, but at least you wouldn't be binging or purging, whatever it is anybody's doing, right? But loving yourself, loving your body, accepting this is such a lovely and joyful part of recovery that you can choose to take on. And I would argue that it makes recovery easier and it sticks harder. Because yes, when we love our bodies, when we accept and appreciate our bodies, we are way more likely to look after them. So it's this interesting parallel. The assumption is if I love myself enough, I wouldn't hurt myself. And yet all of us knows people who love themselves, love their bodies, and still do highly destructive things to them. You know, a smoker can love their lungs until the cows come home and not want to hurt their lungs. But if they're smoking, they're doing it anyway. It's the compulsion of the behavior, the highs, the rewards. The whole system of neuroplasticity has to be broken down and rewired, and it's not easy, but it's doable. Whether you love your lungs or you don't even think about your lungs, if you're a smoker, you can do the work of undoing the behavior and all the dopamine and all that is attached to it. Same thing for disordered eating recovery. But I would say that loving your lungs, connecting with your body, beginning to develop a deep, beautiful relationship with how incredible your body is inside and out, certainly makes wanting to do the work, wanting to put in the effort bigger. And by virtue of that means you're more likely to win faster. If you really want to learn Spanish, you're more likely to go to the lessons, show up, get excited, do the work, But if you have to learn Spanish, you can still learn Spanish, albeit resentfully, but it'll probably just take a bit longer. Okay, it makes sense. So I would encourage you to do this work of finding skills, ways, mechanisms to love yourself. And I will share with you one thing that is not in the book that I've suggested that I used to do. I don't think I mentioned it in the 12 skills course because I recognize that not everybody benefits from this. But I had a beautiful little practice, which every now and again I turn to and I remember it. It's what I call shower power body love. And when I'm in the shower, whatever part of my body I was washing, I would be sending it love. I love my arms, I love my upper arms, I love my head, I love my hair, I love my face. And I've noticed that as I was saying it, where there was dissonance. But the more I started to repeat those words, the more I realized that I would find ways to justify the love that I was saying I had. And the more I did that, the more it felt real. So for example, I love my belly really hard. But then over time, as you say that enough, as you're washing your body, you notice there's like every time you say, I love my belly, there's a part of you going, no, I don't hate my belly. My belly's so fat, it's ugly, it's disgusting. Then there's a part of you going, what did your belly ever do to hurt you? And you start having this negotiation. But by saying the words, you're starting to encode them. And the more you encode something, the more your brain starts looking for evidence that it's true. So this is a kind of fake it till you make it exercise. And you will start to connect with your belly. You'll start to be thinking about your belly on new levels, all the things your belly can do, how wonderful your belly is. It's where babies are born. It's where, these incredible fat reserves are stored for all sorts of good reasons. It's where your digestion happens. It's just incredible, actually, when you start looking into all the stuff that happens in your belly. And my belly, I may never have a six-pack, but I can start to love my belly by doing those kind of practices. So my commitment to you, Sonia, is thank you for making that suggestion. I really appreciate it. And I've realized that while it's not contingent on recovery, is a beautiful add-on. And I am committed to, in 2022, making a mini course or something where we start to explore and try on new ideas, new daily practices for those people who want to take their self-love to a new level. And just to reiterate, you don't have to love your body to recover, and you can also love your body and still be struggling with the disorder. So, but in the ideal world, you want to recover and love your body, and so I want to help you get there. And the same can be said for everybody listening of happiness. You won't automatically be happy when you recover. You can be happy and still struggling with the disorder. You can be blissfully happy and still struggling with the disorder. The two are not contingent on each other and they're kind of in no way connected. However, if you're happier recovery is easier. And if you're happy, generally, freedom feels a whole lot more free and better. And so having a daily practice to begin to bring in things like body love and happiness into your world can only benefit your long-term recovery. So if some of the other skills are starting to feel really easy or easier, then this is the time to say, oh, better quality problem. I want to work on my general happiness now. So I'm going to bring in this new daily practice. Or I want to work on loving and connecting my body so that I can really take my recovery to another level. I want to be somebody who goes to her deathbed, at 80, 90, 100, and still loves and appreciates my body, even though it's aged. Because that's the bloody thing about body love. It's a lifelong process, because you can come to that place of going, I freaking love my body today. I look amazing. I'm hot. I'm sexy. I'm incredible. And 3 years later, there's wrinkles and things that weren't there, and the hair's changing color and the body's changing shape, and you start again. But I know one thing for sure, and I'll finish this off now. On the weekends, I go down to a beach quite close to where I live. And it's kind of in the city, and there's this big, beautiful beach. And every Sunday, all the old tunnies, the old grannies, come down to the beach, and it's granny congregation, it's like granny church, and they all come to the beach, and they stand on the beach in the Spanish sunshine, and they wear the bikini bottoms, no tops. They're tanned as, their skin is wrinkled, they've got flab everywhere. They don't give a shit. Their boobs are dropping to the floor, and they all stand on that beach every Sunday, and they chit, chat, chit, 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 chat. It's like days of our lives. And they don't give a flying tutti frutti about what anybody thinks about them. And there's young people, they're hot, it's just, and they don't care. These old grannies are out there rocking their bodies in the water, having a swim, chatting to their friends, maybe even have a glass of wine, happy as Larry. And if I was to ever to build a retreat for people wanting to recover, to do like a 1-week intensive or something where we, have some fun and challenge ourselves and whatever, I would bring people to that beach on a Sunday. And I would challenge all of us to go bikini bottoms only, get our bodies in the sun, fat, thin, tall, short, white, dark, doesn't matter, and to just goddamn embrace it and enjoy it the way those old grannies can do. Because I tell you what, when I am at that age, I want to be able to rock my body and love it, and not give a flying tutti frutti about what anybody else thinks. And because that's what I want, I'm going to make it happen. And if that's what you want, then you're going to find a way to make that happen. And you don't have to wait till you're 80, 90, 100. You can do it, start today, because in a year's time, you're going to be going to the whatever beach, wherever you are, and you're going to be going, my body's kind of cool. It's not perfect. It's maybe not Angelina Jolie's body, but it's freaking awesome. And my boyfriend loves it, and I kind of love it too now. And if you could do that in a year, this would be a conversation worth having. So please keep me posted and share with me any new things that you've tried, done, experiences you've had, aha moments. I would love to hear them, because as I said, I would like to build a little course to help people as an add-on to the 12 skills, to help people find the best ways to really begin to love and accept their body just as it is. Hey, welcome to the Bulimia Freedom YouTube channel. Just so you know, my name's Helen. I am a intuitive eating coach, a health coach, an addiction recovery coach. I've studied it all. But you know what I love doing is I love helping people get rid of their disordered eating and crazy behaviors around food. I like to help people reconnect with their bodies, learn to listen when they're hungry, stop when they're full, and just get on with their lives and stop worrying about food all the time. And with a bit of indulgence, guilt-free, of course. What a pleasure. And mostly I just love helping people let go of the self-loathing and the shame and all of that we carry around ourselves these days in this kind of media world where there's so much expectation to look good. And it's really difficult because we're aging and we're fighting it no matter which way we try and get around it. So I really like to help people just live a better life, basically, in the food and self-image department. And if you would like to hear more about that or meet me, please get hold of me. You can check out bulimiafreedom.com. That's where I specialize in helping with people with bulimia. Or you can find me at helen123.com, HELEN123.com. Either way, get hold of me, check out the courses that I offer, get involved. And more importantly, if there's anything you'd like me to tackle on this channel in a little Q&A, please let me know. I love to tackle these big questions, We got a lot of work to do, people. It's good to serve you. Keep on listening and let me know what I can do to help.